Hello everyone and welcome to Exploring Healthy Minds with me, Omowale Adebowale. Today we are going to be talking about stress and the mental health. We are going to be highlighting the symptoms of stress and how stress affects our body and most especially our mental health. Before we go into today's topic, I would like to share a very good news with you. Fresh Start for All Ministry now has its own newly launched website where you can access information on staying healthy, where you can access information on positive mental health, as well as if you need our help in one or two areas, you can visit our website. The link to that website is going to be displayed on this link. You can click that link and visit that for more information on what we do. I'd also like to thank everyone who has been viewing our channel, who has been viewing our previous videos, liking and subscribing. I want to encourage you to please watch till the end of this video. If you like it, please click on the like button, and also I would like to implore you to subscribe to our channel so that you can get updates of when our videos are uploaded and you can be among the first few people to watch the video once it becomes live. Stress is a word that we use loosely in our everyday conversation. But what exactly does stress mean? Literally speaking, stress is like a pressure or tension that you exert on an object. So when you now apply that to the human being, you say that a state of mental or emotional strain resulting from a demanding situation or a demanding circumstances. A demanding circumstance. In other words, stress is the body's normal or natural reaction to any situation or any circumstance that can cause physical, emotion or mental strain. Any situation or circumstance that has the ability to cause stress on you is known as a stressor. In order for you to overcome stress or a stressful situation, you first have to identify the stressor and deal with it. For example, we can talk about removing an individual from a stressful environment in order for that person to be able to deal with the stress and give their body a chance to recuperate. One thing you need to know is that our body is naturally built to identify and respond to certain level of stress. Stress can either be classed as positive or negative. Positive stressors are the kind of stressors that trigger responses from our brain to either stay alert, keep motivated, or to avoid dangerous situations. But stress can be classified as negative when an individual is continuously exposed to stressful and challenging situations without a break, relief, or even an opportunity to relax in between the stressors. This continuous exposure to stress can cause a build-up of tension in the body, resulting in that individual then starting to feel like they are becoming overworked. Our body's nervous system, particularly the autonomous nervous system, allows the body to undergo physiological changes known as flight or fight response in relation to a stressful situation or in case of an emergency. The body either fights the situation or the body shuts down to flee from that situation. However, during a prolonged period of stress, this fight or flight response can become activated in a chronic way such that it causes both physical and emotional tear and wear on the body. So when we say stress, what symptoms do we need to look for? What sign do we see in order to be able to tell us that our body is undergoing stress, or in order to be able to alert us that someone is undergoing stress? As we have previously explained, constant and prolonged exposure to stress can cause the body's natural defense mechanism to break down, and this can result in both physical and emotional symptoms. So what are the physical symptoms of stress? So the physical symptoms of stress include physical symptoms such as aches and pain, stomach upset or diarrhea, headaches and migraines, indigestion or acid reflux, loss of appetite, muscle tensions, sleep problems, racing heart or palpitations, tiredness, exhaustion or feelings of lethargy, weight gain or weight loss. The emotional symptoms of stress include things like depression, symptoms of anxiety disorders, for example, panic attacks and other forms of anxiety. Stress itself is not a psychiatric disorder. you don't get a psychiatric diagnosis for stress, but stress can be linked to our mental health. Symptoms of stress on one hand can negatively impact our mental health and worsen existing mental health problems. Or on the other hand, mental health problems can cause stress to the body. For example, an individual that is struggling to manage their everyday emotional symptoms of stress, it can cause that individual to develop a mental health disorder such as anxiety or depression. And another individual who's already got a known diagnosis of mental health disorder can now then begin to find managing their mental health problem, for example, managing appointments, managing medication, managing their therapy, juggling their everyday life with their mental health disorder. That can become very stressful for that individual, that it then worsen the stress that they are going through, which would then worsen their mental health problem. How do we manage stress? There are different ways that you can manage stress or reduce stress in order for you to live healthier and happier. The first thing that you need to take note of is to stay positive. Be positive in all things. Whatever the situation you're going through, whether things are going right for you or they're not going right, always be positive. Don't be weighed down by what is going wrong. Focus on the little things that are going right or the little things that are working well for you. Secondly, understand your limitations. Know your limits, know what you're capable of, and you need to learn to accept the fact that there are certain things that you just can't control and leave them, let them be. You need to acknowledge your feelings, own your feelings, don't fight them. When you're unhappy, acknowledge it. Don't try to be the super person, don't try to be the superwoman, don't try to be that person that is keeping up a front in order to let people just think you're happy. Acknowledge your feelings, don't fight them. Don't become angry, defensive, or passive about your feelings. Instead, you need to be assertive of your feelings, your opinions, or your beliefs. Fourthly, you need to exercise regularly or learn a relaxation technique that works for you. For some people, they find yoga very relaxing. For some people, it is mindfulness. For others, it is meditation. Some people take up exercises like boxing or Tai Chi. When your body is healthy, you will be in a better place to fight stress. Number 5 point is for you to build and maintain social support for yourself. Learn to spend more time with the people that you love, because that can help you to unwind and relax. You need to make sure that you're eating healthy, eating well-balanced meals. Don't forget your fruits and vegetables 5 a day. Learn to manage your time. Don't try to do everything all at once. Learn how to prioritize, use your time more effectively, engage in hobbies and things that interest you. And you need to remember that your body needs time to recover. So take time out to have a break, take time out to rest, and make sure that you are having adequate amounts of sleep every day. When is it time for you to start seeking help for stress management? If you found that none of the coping mechanisms that we have stated in this video is helping you, then you need to be seeking professional help, either with a psychologist or a trained mental health practitioner, and they will be able to support you with techniques and other healthy ways that you can manage your stress or deal with your stressors. And if the stress that you're passing through is impacting on your mental health to such an extent that you're feeling like life is not worth living, or you're going through stages where you're starting to feel like you want to harm yourself or end your life, you need to be seeking emergency help. You need to be going to the nearest accident and emergency for support, or calling 999 or whatever emergency number is available in your locality. You can be picking up your phone to speak to a crisis line, or you need to be speaking to your mental health professional if you've got one. Thank you for staying with me to the end. If you've enjoyed our topic of discussion for this session, please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, when I come your way again with another topic on how to explore positive mental health. Bye bye.